Hi, so in this video I'm going to be talking to you about the BCG Matrix, also known as the Growth Share Matrix. So the BCG Matrix categorizes a firm's goods or services into one of four different quadrants. Now, the matrix is designed to help with long-term strategic planning, to help companies consider opportunities for growth by reviewing their portfolio of products and deciding where to invest. The model itself should be used as an overview rather than an in-depth detailed analysis. We have market growth rate on the vertical plane and the relative market share on the horizontal plane. The relative market share is not the absolute market share, it is the market share in comparison to our largest competition. An example, let's say we are company A and we have 10% of the market share. Company B is our largest competitor and they have 50% of the market share. Our relative market share will be 10 over 50, which in this instance is quite a low market share. So overall, you want to prioritize your stars and invest in your cash cows, as cash cows tend to be well-established, more mature products that require investments to sustain. Now, when looking at your stars, you have a high market growth rate and a relatively high market share. This will lead to a high cash inflow. The market for a good grows, more firms enter the market, thereby increasing competition. So in order for the firm to maintain its star quadrant, it will need to increase its spending, which will lead to a high cash outflow. Now, when using the Coca-Cola company as an example of a product that falls into the star quadrant for Coca-Cola would be Kinley. Now, Kinley is a mineral water, and the mineral water industry is still considered a growing segment. Now, cash cows. The main difference between stars and cash cows is the amount of money that you need to spend in order to maintain your position. All the expenses that are needed for stars, such as creating new facilities, hiring new employees, and marketing, are not required for cash cows. Cash cows also have a lower growth, so no new competition is expected. Now, all the revenue generated from cash cows should be invested into your stars and your question marks. For Coca-Cola, its cash cow would be its type of product, which is the generic red can of Coca-Cola. Now, question marks. These can be new ventures and business startups. Question marks can have 0% of the market share. Now, question marks can either go on to become stars and then eventually mature into cash cows, or they will become dogs. Now, for the Coca-Cola company, an example of a question mark for it would be the Fanta soda. Now, dogs. Dogs are considered idle investments. Their net balance is usually zero, meaning if you invest 1k into them, you will receive 1k in revenue. Now, it should be noted that you do not actually have to sell your dogs all the time, contrary to popular belief. Now, for the Coca-Cola company, an example of its dog product would be Diet Coke. Diet Coke is not as popular as Coca-Cola in the soda industry, and the soda industry has matured in recent years, therefore there is lower potential for growth. And we can use another company as an example for the BCG Matrix. So we will use the company Samsung, which is the electronics company. Now, for Samsung, its star product would be its TVs and smartphones. Its cash cows would be its washing machines, which were established before its smartphones and TVs. Its question marks would be its printer, and its dogs would be the Samsung smartwatch. Now, like any model, the BCG Matrix is not without its disadvantages. So, the first disadvantage of the BCG Matrix is that it is difficult to obtain accurate data, and the second disadvantage is that a high market share does not necessarily lead to high profit. Likewise, a low market share does not lead to low profits. I hope you found this helpful, and thanks for watching.